our brain, okay, has got a covering brain that's called the cerebral cortex, which we call the cold or the human brain. And there is a deeper brain, which we call the hot brain, which is a more reptilian and what is called a paleo-mammalian brain. So there is a hot brain inside and there is a cold brain on top. So the way the nervous system has evolved, so, life started on Earth with as single cells, like amoeba, single cells. And then those cells multiplied and then you had organism. In the earlier stage, then when it became multiple cells, now these cells had to be controlled. So the nervous system was created. Initially, it was a net, a neural net, and it was on the outside. And then as animals evolved, when you come to the earthworm, you'll see that the nerve, I don't know whether in school you dissected the earthworm. In our time, we had to dissect. There's a spinal cord in the center. Okay, so the earthworm has just one spinal cord and there's a ring on top, right? And now this whole nervous system gradually kept on evolving to become the brain. Now in all of us, the lowest part of our brain is a reptilian brain. It is exactly like that of a lizard. Exactly, all right? Above that is something called a paleo-mammalian brain, which is exactly like that of a dog or a horse or a lion. And above that is a human brain. So we have 3 layers of brains, all right? When anybody, whether it's in politics or whether it's in religion or whether it's nationality, okay, in any way, what Hitler did or what, any leaders of the past have done is you can actually directly reach out to the lower brains in people, okay? Because the lower brain, so the reptilian brain is about the moment, it does whatever. It's only about food, hunger, taste, living, stuff like that. The higher brain, the paleo, has some degree of awareness, some degree of emotion, like a dog, has some degree of emotions and stuff. Now, that has not changed in us. So deep inside us, we still have animal brains, okay? The higher brain controls this. Now, it is possible by the way you communicate for people to reach out to others' animal brains. And that is what leads to what is called a herd mentality. That is what leads to people getting together and creating problems or situations or fighting amongst each other on different grounds.
Mob mentality.
The mob mentality. So mob mentality is all about the reptilian and the mammalian brain getting hacked. And that cuts off the higher brain. All right. So it's happening by words already. Okay, it's happening by language already. In fact, they say language is our greatest asset. It's also actually the biggest villain because people use words and language to sway entire mobs, So it's already happening. Okay. Now imagine if you could do it with a digital interface, how powerful that would be. Okay.
So effectively, the reptilian brain is still a part of your own human brain today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And through psychological conditioning of different kinds that society can inflict on your own human existence, you can influence a human being's reptilian brain.
Absolutely.
And I think a very practical place that we see this happening is in the world of politics.
Yes.
Which is why political speeches have to be extremely simple and direct.
Yes.
When Trump got elected for the first time, communication skill coaches attributed the words he chose to use in his rallies as a key factor in him winning votes, because he said some deeply offensive things and he used extremely simple words. So effectively, Donald Trump has hacked the reptilian brains.
Absolutely.
If you enjoyed this clip from the Ranveer Show, we've uploaded a ton of other clips related to a ton of other topics. So explore the channel because there's something for everyone.